Morning. Thanks for the support extended. Really appreciated towards my channel. Whatever the comments are coming, and thanks for that. And it makes me motivated as well. So today my title is very tough and very hard one. A child of 9 months rejected for a lifetime. The truth about trans kids. Today I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to speak fancy English. I'm not here to show my knowledge. Today I'm here to question you guys. I'm here with a question as well. I'm here to question you guys, and as well I have a question with me. A very simple question, but very uncomfortable one. Are we really growing as human beings, or are we just growing in technology? We talk about AI. We talk about infrastructure, we talk about highways, metro rails, digital technology, global economy. But I want to ask you something very directly. What is the use of all this development if we are still failing our own children? I am almost 50 years old. From my childhood till today, I have been seeing one community, one group of human beings, transgender individuals, and I want to be very clear here. I'm not talking about them as a community. I'm talking about them as human beings, as children. When I was very young, I asked my mother, Amma, who are they? Do you know what she told to me? She did not say they are different. She did not say stay away. She did not say anything negative. She told me they are also God's creation. In our culture, we even worship Ardhanarishwar, a form that represents both masculine and feminine. A form that represents both masculine and feminine. So from very young age, I never learned to see them as different. I learned to see them as us. I learned them to see as us. There was someone in my life. Her name was Gulabakka. She was a transgender woman who used to come to our area every week, door to door. Some people gave money, some people gave food, some people even insulted her. But my mother always treated her with respect. No leftovers, not sympathy, respect, fresh food, kind words and dignity. And Gulabaka, she did not just come to collect, she cared. She looked after me. If I was fighting with other kids, she would come and scold me. If I was doing something wrong, she would correct me, not as a stranger, but as a family. I still remember one incident. I was in college, like any young guy. New freedom, new life, showing off, standing at the edge of a moving train and doing all kinds of dangerous things. Suddenly, I felt a hard hit on my back. I turned around. It was Gulabaka. She was angry. She shouted at me, "Are you serious about your life? Your parents think you are going for study. You are going to study. And you are standing here like this." My friends started laughing. But at that moment, I did not felt embarrassed. I felt protected, you can say. I felt protected. That day, a person whom society calls different saved me from my own foolishness. And today, after almost 50 years, I ask myself one question again and again. What we have done for them? What have we done for them? I ask myself one question again and again. What have we done for them? Because what I see today breaks my heart. I see these children. Yes, I call them children, standing on the roads, begging, being insulted, being exploited, sometimes even worse. Used, abused, forgotten, and the most painful part, they are not abandoned by strangers, they are abandoned by their own parents. A child who was carried for 9 months, a child whose arrival was celebrated, a child who was once called my son, my daughter, one day because of hormonal changes, because of biological differences, the same child becomes get out of this house. Why? Tell me why, my friends. Get out of this house. Why? Tell me why. You waited 9 months for that child, but you could not accept them for a lifetime. We say we are educated, we say we are modern, we say we are developed. But if a parent throws their own child out of the house, what development are we talking about? Bullshit to those kind of developments. What development are we talking about? We build highways, we break human hearts, we build smart cities, but we fail to build compassionate families. And then we blame them. We blame these children for standing on the roads. We blame them for begging. We blame them for doing things for survival. Tell me honestly, did we give them a choice? If a child is not given education, not given love, not given safety, what path do you expect them to take? What path do you expect them to take? And this is not just a social issue. This is a moral failure, a failure of humanity. We always we always say that we are very technologically advanced, infrastructure advanced, but we are still there below the average. We are not even human beings, according to me. We are not even human beings. We have laws for everything. If someone abandons their parents, there are consequences. If someone breaks rule, there are consequences. Then why not this? Why is there no strong accountability for parents who abandon their children just because they are different? Why can't we create a system where if you bring a child into this world, you are responsible no matter what, no matter who they become, no matter how they are born. Because let me tell you something very clearly. This is not for their choice. No child wakes up and decides, today I will become different and suffer. This is not their choice, my friends. This is not that kid's choice. No child wakes up and decides, today I will become different and suffer. This is how they are born. This is how God created them. This is how life created them. Then who are we to reject them, my friends? Today we talk about artificial intelligence, AI, artificial intelligence, big thing which is going around. But I feel we are losing natural intelligence, my friends. We are losing natural intelligence. We are talking about AI, but we are losing on NI, natural intelligence. The intelligence of compassion, the intelligence of empathy, the intelligence of humanity. Because development is not measured by how tall your buildings are. You understand? Development is not measured by how tall your buildings are. Development is measured by how deeply you care. I will repeat that word, because development is not measured by how tall your buildings are. Development is measured by how deeply you care. And today I stand here not as a speaker, my friends. Today I am not standing here as a speaker, not as a famous person, not as a rich man. I stand here as a human being. I stand here not as a speaker, not as a famous man. I am not a famous man, my friend. I am not a rich man, my friend. I stand here as a human being who feels ashamed every time I see them on the highways. When I see those kids on the highways, whenever I see those children, I'm ashamed. Who feels ashamed because every time I see them on the streets, I ask myself, what am I doing? Yes, I am not powerful. Yes, I am not famous. Yes, I am not rich. But does that mean I should stay silent? No. Because change does not start from power, my friends. Change starts from awareness. And today, I want to ask three generations something. To the younger generation. You are the future. Younger generation means it is about 13 to 27. You are the future. You are more educated, more exposed, more aware. Don't laugh at them. Don't mock them. Don't treat them as entertainment. Instead, talk to them, respect them, See them as equals, because humanity is not taught in schools. It is practiced in behavior. Humanity is not taught in schools, my friends. It is practiced in behavior. To the middle generation, 28 to 50, you are the decision makers, you are the parents, you are the ones raising the next generation. If your child is different, don't reject them. If your child is different, don't reject them. Don't fear society, because let me tell you the truth, society will not raise your child, you will. And your acceptance can save a life, my friends. Your acceptance can save a life. To the older generation now, above 50, you are the foundation. You are the ones who shaped us. You are the ones who shaped values. This older generation, you are the ones who shaped us, who shaped values. Update your thinking, not your traditions, but your understanding, because love does not have conditions. Understand? But your understanding, because love does not have conditions. And finally, let me end this. We don't need more technology. We don't need more speeches. We don't need more excuses. We don't need more speeches. We don't need more technology. We don't need more excuses. We need a simple shift. We need a simple shift from judgment to acceptance, from ignorance to awareness, from rejection to love. Because end of the day, they are not different, my friends. They are us. And if we fail them, we are not failing a community, we are failing humanity itself. They are us, my friends. If we fail them, we are not failing a community, we are failing humanity itself. Thank you. Bye bye. See you. Take care. Have a blessed day.